forgot to find my clicker. Hi. Thought I'd start a few minutes early again. Excuse me. Goodness gracious. Sorry. Let's see if I can find the live on the computer. Let's see here. Takes me a minute. Part of the reason why I start a little early. Because it takes a minute. Okay. I'm in it, but it's not showing up. Let's see. There we go. And of course, all of a sudden my throat is going to decide that I'm not going to be allowed to talk. Okay, so again, I started a couple minutes early because I'm not very good at getting my computer set up for my ability to see what's going on because of the way I have to record on my phone. So, I'm set up there now. And I wanted to do something a little extra tonight before I do what I originally planned. I want to finish this wreath. I started this wreath 2 nights ago on a live, and I want to finish it up. And so what I did was I filled in the hole. You can see these ornaments come with holes in them at the you know the store where you get everything for $1. So I filled them in, let them dry overnight, and then I painted them last night. So I have these 4 little ghosts right here that I painted that I'm going to add to the wreath that we did 2 nights ago, and the wreath will be done. So I thought I'd do that real quick, so you can see a finished product, because I don't like to start things and not finish it online. Now if you go in my craft room, you probably say something different about that, but at least for these online, I don't like to leave them unfinished. And I think I've decided to just go ahead and glue them on so that I'm not poking holes in these tiny little things. So I'm going to move the camera down. I'm still hot. I decided to clean my windows inside my car today because it was getting hard to see out the windshield when the sun, would shine brightly in there. It didn't take very long, but it was so hot that I looked like I ran a 10K marathon by the time I finished. It was hot. So it's just a little warm up here too. So I do have my door open because there's a fan in the hallway blowing cool air into here, and then I've got this little fan going over here. So if they are too loud and they're interfering with your ability to hear anything, just comment in the comments and I'll close the door, turn the fan off, whatever I need to do. Okay? Alright, so let's finish the wreath. Alright, so close your eyes. I'm going to start moving the camera. If you tend to get a little, motion sickness, you want to close your eyes, and I'll let you know when we're there. Okay, so putting it down on the table. And then I'm going to move the ring down just a little bit more. That was a jerky move. Sorry about that. And I believe we are set. Let me check the computer. Yes, we are set. So now you can see the entire wreath at this point. I added a little twine right here to hang the wreath. And so now I'm going to put this little guy right here, somehow. Let's see. Put him here like this. And I think I'll put this guy right here. And I thought it'd be cute to have one kind of lingering over here. And then this one right here. I'm waiting for the computer to catch up so I can see how it looks. got the hot glue going, so I'm just going to glue them. What I'm going to do is like this spot right here is a little on the flat side, so I'll go ahead and, oh, I need more glue. And I'm just going to push it down. I do hope I have glue sticks in here. Oh yay, I do. It's Friday, everybody. It's Friday, September 3. We now have 19 days until it is officially fall, and it is Labor Day weekend. So we have a nice 3-day weekend this weekend. And tomorrow, and then, excuse me, next week will be a short work week. Love the short work weeks. Definitely love the short work weeks. All right. Let's see. I want some of this. I don't want the bouillon to be covered up. So I'm going to put a nice thick, nice plentiful amount of glue. The ghost gets a little warm. Kind of looks like it's, I could see it in his nose. We got a little runny nose right here. Okay. Now I want to put this little guy here. I left my glue gun on again for like 2 days. I'm surprised I haven't burnt the house down yet. So the glue is coming out a little tainted, a little burnt. And I won't be surprised if I have to buy a new glue gun soon. I don't know what the deal is. I just keep forgetting to unplug it. I need one of those that turns off automatically. I wonder if they exist. Okay. Now I'm going to put this guy. I think I might turn this way. Okay. And then have this right here, like that. There we go. Oh, that's better. Okay. And I'll just glue him to the pick. And I may cut the tail shorter. I'll have to hang it up, you know, look at it for a day or two before I make a final decision. This little one keeps poking off to the side, so I'm going to glue it down. I kind of want it to be hanging down like that rather than sticking over here to the side. So if it doesn't want to do what I want it to do, I will make it do what I want it to do. Here it is. I think I'm going to cut this a little shorter. And this one a little bit shorter. that behind the pick. And then fluff up our little bow. And there he is. I'm quite happy with him. So I just wanted to finish that up. I need to hang it up and take a picture of it, and I'll post the picture. So now, for the real project tonight. There goes the dog. She's got a little dog down there that goes crazy if I make a little noise. Alright, hanging off this, all the glitter and stuff. I'm going to unplug my glue gun since I don't need it anymore tonight. Okay. So tonight I plan to show you how easy it is to remove chalk paste from a surface that's already been chopped on and designed. And then I'm going to redo the surface with a different design. And it's going to be a Halloween design because, yes, it's my favorite time of year, the last 4 months of the year. So that's what I'll be doing. So we have here, this is our spinning boutique sign. On this side, I put "This house was clean yesterday, sorry you missed it." And then on this side, I had "Nothing worth having comes easy." And I had done a black and yellow and white bumblebee kind of a, be humble kind of a, summer decor kind of a thing, and that's why this is black and yellow like this, and then we have this black and yellow here. So I'm going to undo it all. I did not glue this on for this very reason. I have these little strips of ribbon now I can save for next year or to be used in something during the fall or whatever, depending on what I decide to do. I'll just set those aside for reuse another time. And this comes off. This comes off right here. This just unscrews. And this comes out. So this is what we'll be working with. And you have the stand. We're going to bring this out. There we go. Okay. So this has been like this probably since since the summertime. Let me say like February or March. I'm going to say March because I became a designer in March, and this is a chalk couture surface that I ordered. So I'm going to say either March or April. And as you can see, it's not coming off just by wiping it. Now if I was to scrape it, it comes off. So it's not permanent, but it's pretty, it's pretty durable. As long as you're not scraping it against anything, it'll stay on there until you're ready to take off. I have heard of people making signs like this and putting them in the bathroom. And even with all the steam, when you're taking a shower and stuff, it still doesn't come off unless you absolutely scrape on it. I even watched a video of a person who had made a flower pot to put in her front porch with chalk paste, and she took the hose and sprayed it on the flower pot, and the chalk paste did not come off. She did not seal it. The only reason it would come off is if she was to scrape it. So it's pretty good stuff. So what I'm going to do is spray a little water on it. Let it sit for a minute because it has been there a little while. And then I'm just going to, let's see, Sometimes, some surfaces, it works better to wipe it first, and on some surfaces, it works better to scrape it. This one, I think, is going to be scraping. There's going to be some ghosting, and that will be removed with the board eraser. Put some water. Go. Alright. Just a little bit more. What I'm going to do now, I don't know if you can see there's some shadowing on there, where we can still see the words. I'll take my board eraser, this is obviously used. This is kind of like the magic eraser. Now I haven't tried magic eraser on these. I keep forgetting about those. I have a couple of them. They're in my craft room, and I've used them for other things. This does a fantastic job of getting rid of the ghosting. It's just completely amazing. And there we go. And now it's ready for a second use. I'm going to do the other side as well, because I don't want to be doing this once I design on here. So I'm going to go ahead and do this side. See how it's just coming right off? This side's a little bit easier. I do believe I used the Creamy Dreamy formula on this side. The other side was my old chalk paste formula. Because yes, I am still using that. I'll probably be using it until I'm 93, but I am still using it. I have been chalking for quite a long time, and I don't want to waste what I already had in my stash. Alright, that came off pretty well, but what I want to do is go ahead and just run the board eraser over it, just to be sure it's clean. And there we have it. So now this is ready for use on both sides. Got a little bit of chalk paste over here. Clean that off. There we go. And so now tonight I am going to be doing this. The witch is in and the witch is out. I'm going to put one of these on each side and then put it back on the side. And this is something that would be so cute for, say, your office desk. If if you're working at a desk in an office, or even if you are a cashier and you're allowed to decorate a little bit, you could put it up at your stand, or wherever. You could put it in a break room or something, just to kind of, work the place up. This can be great for at home as well. I mean, it could be good for your fireplace mantle, or you know, an end table or a coffee table, because there's, you know, there's decoration on both sides, so it would work as part of the centerpiece as well. This is brand new. I have not used it yet, so I definitely need to write on the back of it. This is what I normally use as a Sharpie. It works a lot better with writing on these, which is in. This way I know, because what's going to happen when I cut this, I'm going to cut it along this white line right here. I don't cut straight. I can draw a line and cut very slow, and I still do not cut straight. So when I cut this, it's going to come off at a, you know, at a funky angle, and I'm going to take them off and use them, and then when I replace them back onto their backing, I want to make sure I get them on the right one, because the way I cut this one, this transfer will not fit right on the backing from this side, because it's just the way it is for me. So I have my transfer trimmers. You can use any scissors you want. I just love these things, mostly because they're teal and they do such a great job at cutting these. I do not use these for anything else. Nothing except my transfers. Kind of like my sewing scissors that my sister gave me a few decades ago. She said, do not use them on anything else except fabric. Do not use them on paper, nothing. And so that's what I've done, and they're still in great shape. And it's the same thing with these. Okay, so now the witch is in, the witch is out. And it doesn't matter which side I do first, because you know, it twirls. I will need to fuzz because it is brand new. I haven't used it yet. Hello, Michelle. So good to see you. I got an early start tonight. Oh, it's already 7:50. Oh my goodness. Time flies. So what I've done so far is I finished up my wreath from 2 days ago. I added little white ghosts to it, and I'll show it at the end of the live. And then I washed the old design that I had on this off. Cleaned off all the chalk paste on both sides so that I can reuse this for the witches in and the witches out sign. Now I'm fuzzing. We have 19 days until it's officially fall. Yay! I think on September 22nd, we need to like have a party and get some cake and ice cream and what else? What's some good fall? Some caramel corn, caramel apples. What else? What's a good fall treat? What are some good fall treats? So I'm just going to, oops, no, I need to fuzz it some more. Look how crazy it is. I'm going to use the terry cloth side. Get some big chunks of fuzz on this baby. Alright. So now I'm just going to, I'm actually not going to go too center. I'm going to go a little bit higher, so that when I put the bow, the messy bow on the stand, it won't cover up the design. So the witch is in, and I am working out the bubbles. You don't want air bubbles. If you have air bubbles, you run the risk of the paste bleeding underneath the area that is the silk screen. In case you didn't see last night. Oh, s'mores. Yes, ma'am. Those would make great fall treats. So wherever you see the wording, there's a screened area right there. See, my finger can't go through. It's kind of like silk screening. And so wherever their screening area is, you want to make sure there are no air bubbles, so that when we smear the paste on there, it won't go underneath the teal part and you know, go outside the lines. We want to stay inside the lines. Alright, so I'm going to do these two colors for this side. And I want the kettle. And I'm going to leave it on thick. This is really old paste, so I'm going to leave it on thick. If you can butter bread, you can do this, I promise you. I'm going to put this on here nice and thick and leave it there so that it doesn't dry up too fast. Okay, then I'll do the white on the rest of it. Trying to think of some other stuff. Let's see. S'mores, caramel apples. I don't know, funnel cake is more of a fair kind of food. And fairs tend to happen in the fall, don't they? So I did not have my normal lunch today. Monday I took 5 salads to work, and Tuesday I dropped one of the salads on the floor. So today I didn't have enough salads, and I went around looking for some place to eat, and I ended up at Sonic, and so now I've eaten foods that I know I don't need to be eating, and when I eat those foods, all I think about is food. All day long, that's all I think about is food. Food, food, and more food. Alright, so now I'm going to scrape off the excess and just put it back in the jar. Being careful not to mix the white in there. This wouldn't be too big of a deal if I got white inside the purple. It'd be alright. Pulling off the excess, putting it back in the jar. I had to eat something. Yes, you're right. I did have to eat something. I mean, and I could have gone to the grocery store and picked up another salad. But I went to wash my car, and so I was running a little late. I didn't want to have to trek into the store. Okay, here we go. Peel to reveal. I just do better. Mentally, I just do better when I eat the right foods. Woo, yeah. Okay. All right. Now, here's what I plan to do. This is the design with the old chalk paste. And I'm not mad at it because there are no chalk emergencies. But I don't... Yes, ma'am, you are absolutely right. Oh, I eat salads 5 days a week, and then on the weekends I have other stuff. So, as you can see, it didn't go through very well. See that? The little bitty tiny spots? This is my old chalk paste. So when I do the other side, I'm going to get the new chalk paste. I want you to see the difference, because it's amazing. It is completely amazing, the difference in how it works. I still like the design, but I will most likely redo this side to get a better. dry this side up a little bit before I mess with it. The brain fog, Michelle, and one thing I noticed when I was cooking every day after I got home from work and meal prepping every weekend for lunches, it was like my every thought was consumed with what's next to eat, what's next to eat, what can I eat next, what am I going to have next, even when I wasn't hungry, right? I just do so much better if I just stick with the salads during the week and then do what I want on the weekends. Okay, so I'm going to turn this around, and then we won't even start talking about the energy levels. So I don't know if you can see what I'm seeing, but it's kind of choppy and it's not in the best condition, and I'm definitely going to want to do this over again. Most likely what I'll do is just clean off the white and leave the purple kettle, because I love the way the kettle turned out, and then redo the white once the transfer dries tomorrow. But for now, I want to show you the difference in using my old paste. You won't have to worry about the old paste because we don't have it anymore. Oh, that too, stress. Oh, but you know what? Get a drink of water. I stress eat. I celebrate eat. I depressed eat. I angry eat. I happy eat. I sad eat. You can't tell when you look at me. Really, you can't. Not in the least bit. No. I don't know. Food is good. Unfortunately, I like it a little too much. Honestly though, I think I can gain weight just looking at something that's really good or smelling it. So why fight it, huh? Oh goodness. All right, it's not getting very fuzzy, so I'm going for the gusto over here. Get some of the big chunks on there. All right. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to raise it up a little bit higher than I would if I wasn't putting a messy bow on it. Kind of centered it a little bit just by eyeballing it. Most of the time I measure it, but I didn't bring a ruler in here. Okay. This side I'm going to do with the orange. This also is an old chalk paste. This is, right? Only live once. That's for sure. This is the new Creamy Dreamy chalk paste right here. I just put that back in the lid. You want to keep that on there because it keeps this fresher longer. So I'm going to use this for the brown and then use this for the rest of it. I think I'm going to do this part first. Catch all of this. I'm even going to catch the little tiny spots like I did on the last side, on the other side, so that we can compare the difference in the paste. I mean, this paste came out, I think, just before I signed up as a designer. Whoopsie, I grabbed a lot. So I came in at just the right time. I just happened to have a whole bunch of jars because I kept buying it when I was just a customer. When I was a Club Couture member, when I was a customer. All right. I'm leaving it on thick. It's so hot up here. I'm leaving it on thick while I'm finishing the brim. And I think I'm going to get a smaller multi-tool so that I can just catch the broomstick handle. Just like that. Alright. Now I'm going to take off the excess. Trying to be careful not to mix it in with the orange. See, when you're about to peel it off, you want to be able to see your design. And then I'm going to take off the excess here. Okay. And now let's see how this one does. I'm hoping I'm not blocking your view. See the difference already? So much better. I'm going slow, that way if I missed anything, because my eyeballs don't play nice sometimes, and I don't see when I miss the corners, like right there. No, I got it. I got the corner on that one. And I really should be lifting it this way. I shouldn't be. There we go. That's the way to do it. Just like that. And look at that. Perfect. That is the new Creamy Dreamy formula. I'm going to show you the other side. The white is the new Creamy Dreamy formula. And the white on here is not. Huge difference. Okay, so I'm going to dry that a little bit. But like I said, I'm not mad at it. You know, it's no chalk emergency. I can just wash the other side off and redo it. And I will most likely do that tomorrow after my transfer is fully dried. I love it. Now if I had thought about it, this would have been, before I dried it, would have been a good time to maybe sprinkle some glitter somewhere if you want. You could, before you dry the paste, sprinkle some glitter on it. Just kind of pat it down wherever you want it and then dump off the extra. That way it'll stick to it and you can have some sparkle. Of course we have our shimmer paste too, which already has the glitter in it. But that's not what I used tonight. See, it's coming off. So I definitely need to redo that one. But for now, I'm going to leave it. And I'm going to put it back in here. Close my chalk paste jars so that they don't sit in the open air and get all dried up. Especially up here in the 100-degree weather. Okay. Place this, I'm getting it all over the sign because my fingers are dirty. Place this sign back in here. Trying to do it in a way that you can see it. There we go. There we go. The witch is in, the witch is out. See, like I said, my hands are dirty. That'll come off. And then I'm going to, I've got this ribbon. Of course, I want to have a little bit of purple. The dimensions of the stand, let me look. I might have a tape measure up here. Let me see. tape measure. It looks like from bottom to tip is about 14 inches. And then from side to side is just over 6 inches, probably about 6.5 inches. And I can measure it with a real tape measure and let you know for sure. Alright, so I'm going to do a little bit of polka dot. So I'm just picking random ribbon. Most of this is stuff I believe I got last year. Probably from my friend Michael, maybe from my friend Joanne. Let's see. So, I'm going to tie this. Of course, I can't talk anymore. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Alright, let's tie this. And tie it loose. And then I like to take these. Put them underneath the first knot. And then just tie them around the knot. And tie the knot tight. And then, let's see if I can get this turned over. I guess it wouldn't be covered by the bow because the bow goes straight out rather than up. Now if I wanted to, I could make, but you know, I might do that. I might make a better messy bow because this is not turning out the way I wanted it to. But I'm not going to keep you online to do that. I'll do that and then take a picture. So let me raise the camera. I'm going to raise the camera up so if you get dizzy, you might want to close your eyes. Allergies. Okay, I'm going to wait for the camera or the computer to catch up. A little bit more. I think that's it. And here it is. I'm going to improve the bow. I'm not too happy with the way the bow turned out, so I'm going to do something different. But here it is. If you're in, you can have it facing for the witches in. And then if you're out, you can have it facing for the witches out. And this is an easy, adorable little Halloween decoration for office or home. I love it. And that's it. That is how you wash off the old and paste on the new. And then when you're done with Halloween, you could do a fall. When you're done with fall, you can do Christmas. When you're done with Christmas, you can do Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day, Easter. This can be used all year round. You could even use it for a birthday party. Good night. If you were having a birthday party and you wanted a little sign, you could use it for that. or anniversary party or whatever. So it's a pretty versatile piece. And it's great that the chalk paste is washable. All right, so that's it for tonight. Thank you for joining me. It was good to see you again, Michelle. And we'll kind of see you one day soon. We'll have to make arrangements. All right, that's it for tonight. Good night. I will see you. Oh, tomorrow, I'm going to say 7:30 again, and I'm going to ink. I haven't decided if I'm going to ink a shirt or ink a towel, or what exactly I'm going to ink, but I'm going to ink something to show you how it's done. So 7:30 Central Time tomorrow. All right, bye-bye, everybody.